5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody stand up. Yeah, seriously, if you already tuned into this video, you should be standing up. I mean you tenors. All right, here we go. Stand up and stretch. Oh, take a deep breath and shush it out. Shh. Other arm up. Oh, take a deep breath and shush it out. Shh. Roll those shoulders. Good. Oh, yeah. Give yourself a big hug. Oh, we really need it in this time. And, just because we have to practice this social distancing and shelter in place stuff doesn't mean you're going to get out of choir. In fact, we're going to call this Choirintine. All right? Bear with me. It's going to be a little bit of a time. So I want to create this video to remind us of our normal warm-up routine and to connect with you all and give you something to practice with and keep those voices healthy, because we really don't know how long this is going to be. And so we want to try to keep the routine as much as possible. So we're going to walk through our normal choir stuff, and I'll talk through some of the reasons we do the things we do. And yeah, hopefully this is helpful for you guys. So we start off with feet shoulder width apart, shoulders relaxed and back, standing at our full height. And we want to try to get the weight aligned on our spine, right? So many of us carry our weight a little bit more forward, which means that the muscles are involved a little bit more. But if you get it on your spine, then you stand up at your full height. They even talk about relaxing into your full height. And let's find our sternum and then trace a V outward to your shoulders and then up and bring it down. And we don't even have to worry about whacking our neighbors' altos. I know you're tempted to hit the sopranos. Don't worry about it. They're not there with you. So that should be excellent singing alignment. Your shoulders are relaxed and back. You're standing at your full height. Let's do that again. Shake it all out. Feet shoulder width apart and shoulders relaxed and back, standing at your full height. Find your sternum, trace a V out to your shoulders, and then up and then down. Good. And that is wonderful singing alignment, singing posture. Of course, it's a bit different situation when you're holding your folders, but you don't have to worry about that right now, because we're not singing any music right now. We're just going to do some warm-ups. One more time. This time we're going to connect it to our breaths. Feet shoulder width apart, shoulders relaxed and back. And find your sternum, trace the V out, up, and take a big breath in, and then shush out. Good. All right, now I want you to take a nice breath in through a straw. Breath in through a straw, and you're going to feel the breath come in, and it's going to expand down and out. And breathe in, and then shush out. And breathe in again, and then shush out. Okay, I know this is only a video, but I know that some of you are breathing like this. That doesn't help, right? Your lungs go from here to here. They're encased in bone. When they expand, they push everything else down and out. So grab your hands, feel your ribs. Now feel the squishy stuff beneath the ribs. It's probably less squishy because you had fewer donuts in the last couple weeks. So you're going to breathe into your hands. All right, so let's try that. You're staying at your full height. Breathe in through a straw, and then shush out. Good. One more relaxed breath in, and then shush out. Good. Now breathe in through a hose, and then out. Good. And one more time in through a hose, and then shush out. Good. Now one more time in through a sigh. Shush out. Good. And I will now model that silently because that was a bad noisy breath. And in, and then out. Good. I want you to check in on your alignment as we go through this. I'm going to sit at the piano But you should be standing and working through this. We will start with a hum. One of the reasons we start with a hum is just to air the voice out. You can be as loud as you want, and it doesn't bother anybody. Hopefully not bothering the people that live with you. So we'll see. So just on a hum, nice and easy, we're going to do lots of sliding. Start off on a hum again, and we'll stay there again. Space between the teeth. You want the hum to be feeling like it's right kind of in the forward part rather than all the way in the back. Just nice and easy. Air the voice out. Now, I want to say something, since you're at home and you're doing this on your own. I never walk through a warm-up on my own, just marching through everything. I will often stop. Sometimes I'll take a swig of water. Sometimes I'll reset. And because I want to make sure that I'm doing each individual part of it as best I can, and really using my best voice, thinking about every element of the mechanics of the singing. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it. And this is a great opportunity, because now you can just pause the video and then redo it, take a swig of water, do whatever you need to do, and hopefully the basses unpause the video. I'd be surprised if they make it this far, especially my father-in-law. We'll see. All right. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Larry. All right, there we go. Let's switch over to lip trills. I know you are going to try to argue that it's not sanitary, but hopefully you're at home, sheltering in place, not sharing germs with other people, and you can definitely keep more than 6 feet in this case. And just in case there was worry about your germs floating over to me virtually, I came prepared. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of this, and we'll be fine. Cool. All right. Here we go. So lip trills. Here we go. You know, that Lysol kind of stinks actually, but it's probably better than the robe smell. I haven't gotten close to them, but that's okay. Okay, so remember that the whole point of the lip trill, well, there's a number of different things, and you can probably think of them, but the reason I really like it is because it gets this all loose, and it helps bring the voice forward and blends parts of the what we call the chest voice and the head voice. So I really like it. So really try to get it forward and do that. Let's do it here. We go. Remember that if you're smiling, it's very hard to do this exercise, and I can only imagine what the people that live with you are thinking when you do this. So I'm glad I'm not there. I have a stream of neighbors actually walking by the house, so they probably think I'm crazy, but they already thought that, so it's not really an issue. Okay, let's go on to vowels there, trying to keep that same placement. And I might actually stop and start this a couple times. So we're going to go Now I can feel that the placement wasn't that great, so I'm going to take a little bit of swig of water, kind of reset things. Sometimes the woo can reset things. And then I'm actually going to go back to the lip trill here and see if I can find a better resonance. And I can actually feel that it's a little bit tense, so I'm going to go back down just a little bit. Here we go. That feels better. So now I'm going to go back to those vowels. That feels much better to me. This would be a good time to have a siren. Woo! Good. While we're in this neck of the woods, I want to do something that's a little bit more geared towards sopranos and altos here, and to invite them to use their head voice. E, A, Ah are kind of more forward, bright, kind of chest voice vowels, and but oo and o have a little bit more hootiness, soft palate lift, and invite more of the head voice. We're going to start on G major. I know some of you altos don't even like to sing above G, but we're going to start there, and we're going to work our way up, and at some point we'll eventually work our way down later in the warm-up. So we're going to go. Good, and then you can go to O and Ah, which helps open up just a little bit. Sorry. That's terrible. We're not going to do any more of that. I'll jump down ahead or my lower octave. We're going to. One more. Good. Have another siren. Woo! That wasn't a very good siren, but that's okay. This is live TV. All right, let's do. We'll go. Sa ya 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 yo yo yo. Sa ya 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 yo yo yo. Sa ya 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 yo yo yo. I should have stopped and reminded us that one of the things we're looking for is to keep that soft palate lift that we had in oo and o. Ah, but also get the resonance right here in the front of the mask here. So let's go. We'll go. Sa ya 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 yo yo yo. 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 Sa ya 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 yo yo. Good. Remember that our tendency is to go a little bit dark and back in the throat as we do this, so I'm going to back up. We don't want that doesn't help us at all. We need to bring it forward. Sa ya 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 yo yo. 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 Sa ya That's about the very basement of my range, so that's an F for the basses. Good. I hope you were really focusing on pointing the sound out rather than going back. And if you're ever curious, it would actually be great to set up your phone and record yourself, particularly in warm-ups. That would be great, give you a good sense of how you sound, because it's quite different. And I will say as a disclaimer that listening to yourself sing is probably one of the most painful things you can do. So good luck with that. Good. Let's go back to lip trills. And if you really, really don't like the lip trills, you can try the singing straw. I never do this in our rehearsals because, one, it would be rather unsanitary to hand out straws and then collect them and then hand them back out again. But at home, you can have your own straw, and you can use this. And so the way you do this is just you hold the straw, you use it, and you sing through it just like you would normally do. So normally we'd go. Good, so you can just do that with the straw. I have to tell you, it's a very weird sensation. Okay, so singing straw is fantastic. It's a great way to practice, and you will often find that if there's a passage that you're having trouble with, doing it several times with the singing straw and then putting actual words and vowels to it will be a very different sensation. So let's go on with the lip trill. We're going to go. I'm sure that's enough torture for you. So let's go back just a little bit and focus on the vowel E, A, O, U. And we really want to focus on, at this point, trying to make sure that the resonance is optimal in each of those vowels. So sometimes I talk about the vowels living in the same house. Especially in a choral situation, it's important to have a connected sound. But in this case, since you're practicing at home, I want you to think about making that vowel have the optimal resonance. And what do I mean by that? Basically, you could think of it as being loud, which is not to say that you are singing loud, but that it has the most amount of ring in it. So yeah, you'll see. Here we go. So I'm going to go. E, A, O, E, A, O, E, A, O, E, A, O. Good. So now let's reverse the vowels because that has a very different effect as well. Starting with oo, which is basically the most back vowel. We go. All right, that's probably enough of that. Good. This is going to be a good time for a siren. Woo! Maybe a little bit of swig of a water or whatever else you're drinking. I know you basses probably got some bourbon up there. Just to hail. All right, here we go. So from here, let's do some range exercises here. We're going to go again, thinking about resonance in the vowels. So trying to make each vowel optimally resonant. We go E, A, E, A, E, O. 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 So sometimes in rehearsal, we will use things like this motion, which has a number of different functions. One, it kind of models how the sound will go, kind of up and over. Yeah, yeah, yo. And that's good for just kind of reminding us how that goes. It's also good to just distract us from this mechanism because a lot of times we think about the tension or we're thinking about how that feels. And really to get the whole body engaged, of course, you were already sitting with your feet shoulder width apart, your shoulders relaxed and back standing at your full height. But you might even do squats on the high note because sometimes we have a tendency to create tension and stretch for those upper notes. So squatting will kind of remind us that we need to think into the ground. And some of my voice teachers would think about the power going down into the floor as you root into those high notes. So as we get up there, you want to think about that. And here we go. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. Yeah, yeah, yo. I didn't like how that sounded on the high note, so at this point I might do something like this. Hold the note on the trill, on the lip trill, so that it feels like, so I can kind of feel what that is supposed to feel like, as opposed to what it's like with the vowels. So I'll do it again. And I really liked the resonance that there was there. So now I'm going to try to do that with vowels. And it goes, yeah, yeah, yo. I didn't like that 100%. So I might do it again, but for your sake, this is not about me, this is about you. I'm going to think about rounding that vowel and on the top for the O a little bit more. So we're going to go, yeah, yeah, yo. 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 That's a high C. It's as high as we need to be warming up. I know it didn't sound pretty, but again, it's not about me, it's about you. All right, this is a good time to have another siren. Woo! Basses, if you made it this far again, then you can drop down the octave there because there's really no need for you to warm up up there. And when you do that, I want you to think about projecting and keeping the range the same. So when you drop down, you know, yeah, yeah, yo, that's really low in my range, so I need to kind of compensate and really think about the placement there. So you can do that. And again, I encourage you to kind of like, if something didn't feel that great, pause this and maybe circle back, try it again, and do it out of context. A lot of times, having that sip of water, that's super helpful, especially since I had the Lysol in the air to protect me from you guys. But the sipping of the water helps reset the vocal mechanism, gets all that junk off the vocal cords, and doing that kind of thing. So I encourage you, in your own practice, really focus in on the technique of what we're doing here. That is helpful for you. Okay, so we did that one, and now let's do something again a bit more geared towards the lower voices and finding that resonance as we go down. I will probably drop out because it's not great for me, although I do need to work on my lower resonance, so there is that. And yeah, but I will go fairly far down just so that you guys have something to work with at home. So this is, we just go, ya, 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 ya. Ya 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 ya, 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 ya 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 ya. So at this point, I can feel it kind of going back in my throat. So I'm gonna go ming 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 ming. C. Good luck with that. All right, now, if you're one of those basses that really likes to sing the low notes, but you're not sure, this would be a good time to record yourself going down there and seeing what that resonance feels like. All right. Let's just do a couple more. These are ones we don't always get to in our own warm-ups, but you know, I felt like I want to give you something that's going to be helpful for you in your own practice. So we're going to go, yay. No, we already did that one. We're going to go, ya, 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 ya. We talked about this is difficult because in part, especially for female voices, you start in the chest voice, you jump up to the head voice, and then you have to kind of blend it down. So you can think about placing the voice knot, pushing on the bottom, and only using enough energy to help you spring up from the top, and then using that energy all the way down, focusing the sound down and out. So let's back it up to E flat. We go, ya, 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 ya. And I know we've got so many golf players in the choir, so you can kind of think about it as this part. Sorry, let's do a better key. Let's do, here we go. Ya, 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 ya. So this is the backswing. And then I think of the ninth scale degree, so this is the octave plus one, as where it kind of makes contact with the ball and then it just floats out. So it's something like this. Ya, 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 ya. And the rest of that is the ball sailing out with nice loft there. So think about that if that's helpful for you. Here we go. We go. Ya, 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 ya. 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 So I didn't like how that one sounded, the B flat. And so I'm going to take a swig of water, and then I'm going to try that again on a lip trill. See if I can make that resonate a little bit better. Good. Try singing straw since it's here. You know, what's interesting to me is that I felt a decent amount of pressure as it was going on, pressure back, and air was escaping. So it means that that there's a little bit of extra air going through that, but also a reminder of how much air and energy that takes for that part of your range. So I'm going to try that again. Okay, so let's try that again. Here we go. Ya, 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 ya. Not good, but better. So we'll just keep going. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. So that's a high C. That's as high as we need to go. You're welcome to warm up past that. That's cool too. And if you really want to, I'm just kind of mindful of the faces I'm making as I sing through this. If you want some levity, I might just send you the video of Shane sings 5 octaves. In fact, I will probably send along some videos that have the score going so that you can sing along with them, songs that are familiar to you guys. that will be helpful. And it would be great for you to record yourself singing your own part and listen back and just see what elements of it you really want to work on. So I'll send you guys a playlist in addition to this video. All right, so now as kind of a warm down type of thing, this is something that helps blend, helps blend the head voice down to the chest voice, and is a good way for us to work on our intonation. I will not play the scale degrees. I will just check in on the chord tones here. So we're gonna go. Ooh, sorry, I said I wasn't gonna play those. Here we go. I'm not doing this very well. All right, well, I hope that the Choirintine, or let's say, what are we calling this? Instead of the coronavirus, the coronavirus. And I hope this Choirintine has been helpful for you. And if it is, maybe I'll make a couple more videos that have some other specific things. But I think this will get you through for a little bit, and we'll find other ways to get you guys singing. So thank you. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, keep singing.